Games people play, especially on this show. It's time for Top That Trade, our trader game. And here we go with Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and Alan Nuckman, an options trading pro, revved up for round number one. Fall. Volatility jumped to 5-month highs recently. Should investors be surprised? And what does it mean to you?
I'm shocked.
I was surprised it didn't happen sooner, that we had all this complacency until recently. I think it took a lot for people to realize we're in a reality world now.
Do you think
with our
was
president.
maybe the possibility of World War III breaking out had anything to do with it? No, not at all. But you're right. I mean, listen, we talk about this move up in volatility.
Vixplosion.
But
It's a Vixplosion.
It's a Vixplosion, but it's only getting back to what should be considered normal levels. We've had a lack of fear, and I don't think a lack of fear is necessarily a good thing. So a little volatility
But it is coming
good.
back down one more time, and gold may be topping out at 1,300. We're seeing volatility come back. Watch 13 on the VIX. 13 is very important because we traded between 13 and 11 for all of 2017. We're back to that channel. Then we can go lower once again.
So let me get this right. You're saying that VIX is topping out and so is gold at the same time?
Yes.
All right, that's what he's saying. I don't know if I necessarily agree with it, but we'll have to see.
Round number two, retail wreck. The Amazon effect has decimated store stocks. What retailer do you think can't be disrupted?
I think there's a lot of out there. I think one of the ones that you were talking about and I were talking about was Home Depot. I mean, we've got a boom in the housing market. People are still going to buy stuff there.
You can't have plywood delivered to your house necessarily. I mean, you can.
You can.
I guess you can try, but
in Illinois, you could buy years ago. You could buy a house from the old catalogs and have them brought to your house years ago. But they don't
your
do that
Sears
anymore.
House, the Sears house.
The
that
Sears
you built.
house they used to bring in. Sears is definitely one stock you don't want to own. But there's a lot of good retail stocks. And I think some of these have been unfairly beat up.
Kohl's, Macy's, everything's been crushed.
Even Nordstrom's have been crushed. I think there's strong value. A lot of these stores aren't going anywhere. And you know, it's not only about Amazon. There are other things. There are other malls
We have too
that are replacing
We have too much
malls.
retail in America. 40% more retail in America than in Canada. We had too many stores, too many branches of too many stores everywhere. That's just saturated the market.
And it is. And I think you're going to see some of these stores start to come back. They've got to be a little bit nimble. Take Best Buy. We keep going to Best Buy. That everybody wrote the death knell on that
It was
stock.
over.
Amazon was going to put them out of business. That stock's
I got
done
my
well.
TV there.
They learned how to adapt.
I went down there, got it, and brought it home. XRT is the ETF that tracks retail. If you can't find an individual stock, that's the smart way, for me anyways. XRT's bottoming out here at about 440, trading between 40 and 46 right here at the midpoint right now. So I think it's got more upside than downside potential.
Cool.
Let's move on to round number three, Frap Frenzy. Starbucks. That stock has been trading in a range between $50 and $60. Can this new unicorn Frappuccino be the magic for that stock to break out?
Well, that was one of the retail stores that I was going to say that Amazon can't put out of business.
Really?
You know, Starbucks can still expand. My initial reviews on the unicorn Frappuccino, it's not that great. It looks prettier than it tastes.
Well, that's what your daughter drank
Right.
it, right?
Did
you drink it?
I don't know if you're supposed to give a 10-year-old
Listen.
Frappuccinos anyways.
Yeah, listen, I don't think you bring back a fictional animal to try to save your company. Starbucks has problems, and it doesn't have anything to do with their drinking. They're coming out with a new food line as well,
Yes.
new foods. But you know what it's about? Their problem right now is their rewards program. Ever since they changed that really has been a
They have a
negative for
rewards
their
program?
customer. They do, no kidding. Actually,
I don't drink coffee, I drink tea.
they instead of giving me drinks, they just gave me 50% of the company. No, I'm just kidding, but because I drink so much. But that's the truth. When
No
they
one would
change their
ever
reward
guess. No one would
program,
ever guess.
nobody
Technically,
do.
a move above 58 sends us on a nice run to the 65 or so.
Okay.
So, you know, Starbucks really hasn't participated in the rally in the last couple of years.
But I don't
like
drink
it.
those frou drinks like you do. I
I
drink
like it.
straight coffee, straight caffeine,
coffee.
no milk.
Right into
just
your
straight.
veins. I can see it right
The
now.
only way to do it.
On to your bonus round question for today. It is a blast from the past.
All right.
Okay.
We are
So-
from the past, so go ahead.
Which of the following in the music industry is not exactly true? Number one, the Backstreet Boys are revving and reviving up their act. Vinyl records are making a comeback. Or is it the last one, Three Dog Night is back on the concert circuit.
I think they're all true. I think they're
Yeah,
all true. I know
I thought-
Vinyl's coming back.
Yeah, Vinyl is coming back.
The
so
Backstreet. I don't know about the Backstreet Boys. They might be coming back. Three Dog Night. I actually saw them years ago. They were really good.
well, there's your affinity for dogs again.
Is this
Your
a trick
affinity for dogs.
question? I would say the Backstreet Boys would be my last guess as not true, unless they're all true. I think they're all
All
true.
of the above.
You guys outsmarted me this week. I'm so impressed. The Backstreet Boys that's still a teaser, but it could actually happen.
Yep. See,
Thank you.
fool me once, shame on me.
We are ending on that note. Business First AM continues right after this break.